such as cardboard or paper. We are going to be doing a night and day theme. You can do it by yourself or you can do it with a friend or significant other, separating the piece by one of you choosing to do either side. Let's get started. Hey guys, I use masking tape to separate the sides. You can use a pencil, but the masking tape pretty much helps not to get the paint on either side. So first I'm taking the blue and the purple and I'm mixing them together. You can do it in a gradient by doing blue on top and purple on the bottom. I use a wider brush. You can use a small one, but the wider brush allows me to cover more area. You can also use your hands. Right now I'm just trying to have a mental note of where my moon is going to be. It would have also helped if I put masking tape there. And now you can kind of see where that moon is going to be. If you want, you can also add like little blotches for like stars. But that comes later anyway. So now I'm doing the day side. I'm putting yellow. I'm also marking out where my sun is going to be. I'm putting more yellow on the surface, and then I am going to add red on the bottom. So because I wanted to have more yellow on the top, I'm not just going to mix the colors right away. So now I'm going to add the red to the bottom. The red is very pigmented and can actually take over the yellow. So right now I'm just trying to mix it in to create that orange and that effect that the colors are just going right into each other. I have to keep trying to mix the colors so the lines aren't as harsh. And you see I just sped it up because I kept going at that line, at those lines. I also put a little bit of the orange on top, which may be under the tree in the middle. If you notice, the masking tape is a little more on the day side, and that's because the day's side tree is going to be thicker than the night side tree. So now I'm going to be getting the black. You take off the masking tape so that you can create the tree. The black, I started using a very thin paintbrush just to kind of outline where I'm going to be. And also on the night side, you need to use a thin paintbrush. Eventually, I ended up using a wider paintbrush to cover more of the tree trunk. And I didn't know exactly how I wanted to do the tree, but I wanted it to be somewhat symmetrical in size on either side. If I had a smaller brush, I could have made the branches a little smaller, but I didn't have any. There's no right or wrong way to make the branches. You just make some lines and then you're going to make some more lines on them as well. So here I'm just coloring the trunk with that wide brush that I was talking about. I didn't worry too much about the top of the trunk because it's going to get covered. Here I took the green and I'm just kind of mixing it in with that black, and I'm just dashing it on the canvas. Kind of like, even if you would have had a sponge, you can do it with a sponge. I'm trying to create that type of effect. This picture doesn't have to get too detailed, although you can if you have the skill. Just to show some dimension, I started mixing it with the black. Filling in some of those lines. I realized when I finished the painting, because I was doing it upside down so you guys can see it. When I finished the painting, I did have some parts that I didn't fill in near the tree trunk. I didn't mind the white spots on the night sky because it gave it a bit of an airy feel. And you see I'm just going in with those branches so it looks a little more real. And now I'm putting the white on the sun, and I'm also going to put some white on the moon. Then I'm going to mix the sun with a little bit of yellow and fan it out and make it a little more circular. I'm going to do the same thing with the moon, but by adding a little bit of blue, very little bit of blue. You can also do it, the moon, with a little bit of black as well. Just to show a bit of dimension. Make circular motions. So you can tell that it's a little bit round. And again, with the blue, you just need a very little bit. A little goes a long way. This is great for sips and paints, couples and paints, but of course also children and paint, snack and paint. Now we're going to be doing the bottom of the picture, the grass or the ground. For the night, it's more of a ground. Maybe there's no flowers, nothing on the ground, just dirt. This is great for teaching about opposites, teaching about warm colors and cool colors as well. Now on the day side, I'm putting some black. I'm trying to add some birds. I'm trying to add some type of vegetation on the ground. You can even go further by adding flowers or little dots of color to resemble flowers. I'm actually going to add dots of green to resemble some type of grassland. If you want, you can add small trees to show that that's in the background. You can add animals. It's up to you. And that's pretty much the finished product. Hope you guys liked it. Bye guys. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.